And as the Nuclear Security Summit gets underway in Washington, CCTV's Nathan King takes a look back now at global efforts to secure global stockpiles of nuclear material, as well as the challenges still ahead.
The nuclear bomb, mankind's ultimate weapon, held by only a few nations in the aftermath of the Second World War. But as the number of countries with nuclear weapons expanded, so did worries. First over nuclear proliferation among states, and later over the transfer of nuclear technology to terror groups. The end of the Cold War's nuclear stalemate and the challenge to secure the Soviet Union's stockpiles and clandestine programs in Libya, South Africa and elsewhere added to these fears, as did allegations against this man, A.Q. Khan, the so-called father of the bomb in Pakistan. Khan was accused of selling nuclear secrets to Iran, the DPRK and beyond. And while terrorists have yet to use a nuclear device, that's not for the lack of trying. The Aum Shinrikyo cult in Japan, which carried out a nerve agent attack on the Tokyo subway, had nuclear plans, as did Al-Qaeda. Belgian authorities suspect the terror cell that plotted the recent attacks in Paris and Brussels wanted to build a dirty bomb.
The bombers in Brussels had the intention, at least, of trying to get their hands on some radioactive material. So I think people take it pretty seriously.
This Nuclear Security Summit is part of the international architecture to stop that from happening. The US hosts say the international community has made great strides in securing more than 2,000 metric tons of nuclear material held by the world's civilian and military programs. These steps include eliminating all nuclear materials from 14 countries, removing and downgrading nuclear fuel from more than 50 facilities in 30 countries, and boosting border security and combating nuclear smuggling, and incorporating international treaties into domestic laws and encouraging international inspections. But while nations come together to combat the threat of nuclear terrorism, there are national security issues that sometimes get in the way. Many countries are reluctant to allow full access to inspectors, which could reveal state and commercial secrets, and even strategy.
The extent of state-to-state foreign assistance is something that it's unfortunately all too easy to look past. Sometimes we think that a nuclear program or a missile program, for instance, merely is confined within the borders of a particular country, and that, of course, is not the case.
While organisers here say that the world has done a good job of reducing the amount of nuclear material that is at risk from being taken by terrorists, lots more needs to be done, especially because the nuclear civilian industry is booming around the world. That creates more nuclear material that has to be secured. Nathan King, CCTV, Washington.